Hi, it's Terrie Carr, and you are inside DHA's Box of Rock, where we get you up close and personal with your favorite rockers. I have to tell you, this year was a banner year for the box. We talked to so many rock legends. Let's look back at the year that was 2011. The amazing Duff McKagan spoke to us on being honest when penning his autobiography, It's So Easy.
I didn't always rise to the occasion, and to myself, or to my mom, or to people that I loved, and but I rose to the occasion other times, and but I almost lost a battle to addiction, and I kind of relived the whole thing, but I tried to do it, like you say, in a conversation where you understand what's going on in my head, and I don't know if that's been done before, really, in a way that I could tell you how much I drank, or how much drugs I did in a day. You'd just go, wow, that sounds like a lot. A normal person would just go, I don't understand that. So I'm trying to, I tried to, and I don't know if the book's any good. I swear to God, it was just, this sounds like so lame, but it was so many damn words and so many countless hours writing that now that I've edited the book and now that Simon & Schuster has it, I don't know if it's any good.
I chatted with Warren Haynes about his favorite players.
Well, the first one for me was actually Eric Clapton, and Jimi Hendrix second, and Johnny Winter third, and in that order chronologically. Those were my first three guitar heroes.
And I heard a rumor that number 4 was your brother.
Both of my brothers are my heroes. They had such amazing taste in music, and they would bring home all these great records, and they were the music police. They would keep me from listening to bad music and force me to listen to good music.
Godsmack's amazing Sully Erna told the box why now is a great time in his life and how his life has changed.
Well, yeah, I mean, it has been for a while. It's probably since my daughter was born, things got a lot better. And, having a child come into your life, it takes away your selfishness, and it makes you reflect on what really is important and what's of value in life. And so for me, it's helped me grow a lot. And that reflected in my art and in being creative as well. Because when I was writing Godsmack stuff when I was younger, I was a lot younger. I was more angry at the world. Everything was against me, and you know how that goes when you're in your 20s and early 30s or whatever. It's just everything sucks, and that's how it is. But I have found a sense of peace and found a place of content. And a friend told me a long time ago, find content, because it's not such a bad place to be. The peaks and valleys aren't so high and low. You kind of just coast now. It's like they go up and down, but they're less drastic.
Comedian Jim Breuer talked about his favorite road song on the hood of my car.
Turn the page, Bob Seger. Nobody describes a better road song. No Journey, no disrespect to anyone. Bob Seger, case closed, #1 forever. Passion, emotion, turn the page.
Sammy Hagar told me why he believes his life story is so inspiring.
To see that's very, I think, very inspiring for young musicians, for other people that are going through family troubles. I had a troubled family. My father's alcoholic. A lot of bad stuff happened to me on the road to fame and fortune. And I think when people read that, they go, "Wow, this guy didn't have an education. No proper training of any kind, and didn't have a penny to start with. No one said, here's some money. Go start a business. Everything was right from nothing to I went from nothing to everything, and that's an inspiring story. It's an American dream, and people can do it. Somebody can read this book and say, wow, if he can do it, I can do it. It gives people hope, and at the end of this story, you're going to be lifted up. It'll elevate you and inspire you, and that's what the book is really about."
Sebastian Bach gave us some of his favorite vocalists.
Rob Halford, of course, had a freak voice of nature. His screams, nobody could really do that. Many have tried to clone him, and he's one of a kind. And I think I love Ronnie James Dio. That song he put out on the album Bible Black, From the Devil You Know, was like his best tune, and he released it right before he died. So that's incredible. I love James Brown, Janis Joplin, Steven Tyler. I like guys that can sing really, really high and really, really low.
Wes Scantlin of Puddle of Mudd talked about life on the road after 10 years.
We meet so many people. I always remember you, but we meet so many people on these tours, And over the 10 years, you know, it's crazy when you just start running into all these people over the years, and you forget their names, and you know, people are like, yeah, don't you remember that one time when we met in you know, St. Charles, you know, whatever? And it's like, nah, I forgot, dude. You know, and people get mad, and girls, you know, like, thank you.
Girls get mad at you, Wes? No, I can't picture that.
You don't remember me, huh? What about, you know, we were hooking up.
The one and only Corey Taylor gave us the scoop on tackling the 7 deadly sins in his new book, Corey Style.
Well, it just seemed like everybody and their mom is putting out an autobiography these days, and in true Corey Taylor fashion, I didn't want to do anything that anybody else was doing. But I knew I wanted to write a book, you know, so I, you know, me and my agent were just kind of shooting ideas back and forth, and he said, you know, what about the 7 deadly sins? And I was like, well, why don't I do it from the standpoint of they're not sins, you know, and basically play devil's advocate with it. And it was something that really kind of got me going, and the rest is history. It's a pretty good book. People are digging it.
And I got to sing Night Ranger's biggest hit with them, even though I froze on my part. So much fun.
3, 4, motoring. What's your price for flight?
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, there you go. You sing it. Hit it.
I can't. How do? And those were just a few of the folks that we were lucky enough to speak to this past year. I'll tell you, we had a great year. We also had the opportunity to speak with Alice Cooper and David Coverdale and 3 Days Grace and My Darkest Days and Edgar Winter and the Kenny Wayne Shepherd Band. You can check out all of our interview webisode pieces on the website at WDHAFM.com inside the Box of Rock archives. Oh, and before we say Happy New Year and a great 2012, I want to bring in DHA's Box of Rock producer, the lovely Lacey Brock. We want to say Happy New Year, have a great 2012, and look for amazing pieces inside the box. This year, we've got a lot of great surprises. For DHA's Box of Rock, me and Lacey, we'll see you tomorrow at 10.